Hello and welcome to Disney Movie Investigations. This is case file number 2062, Almost Angels, along with a bonus story about the Germany Pavilion in Epcot. So for those of you that this is their first time watching these videos, what they are every week we take a deep dive into a Disney movie that's featured on Disney Plus, and we break it down into its production history, its plot, as well as its legacy within the Walt Disney Company. And for the shorter videos like this one today, we will be taking a look at a bonus story, something to do with Disney history or Disney parks, just anything basically Disney. And this week we are looking at the Germany Pavilion in Epcot. So like I said, the main focus of this movie or this story is Almost Angels, which is a Walt Disney Productions movie released on September 26, 1962. And it was directed by Steve Perwin and written by Vernon Harris and Robert A. Stemme. So the production history is Almost Angels was a 1962 Walt Disney production film about a group of boys in the Vienna Boys Choir. And the background of this is Walt, around this time, was doing kind of scouting missions throughout Europe and Asia and looking for kind of different inspirations of stories. And he came upon the Vienna Boys Choir and thought that this would make a really good movie. So the film shows the recruitment process of the choir, along with rehearsals and life within the institution of the Vienna Boys Choir, as well as it does create a story that mixes themes of value, about the value of friendship, honesty, and loyalty. So just again, some more background. The child actors that were in this movie were actually members of the Vienna Boys Choir. And the film in the film, the boys performed traditional Austrian songs. And filming took place in the Algerian Palace and in several places in Austria and Vienna. So this film was not released on its own. It was released as a double bill as part of a re-release of Walt Disney's animated feature, Lady and the Tramp. So then, now that we kind of know the background, let's take a look at the plot. So Tony Vavala, who is a working class boy, has a dream and he wants to become a member of the Vienna Boys Choir after he sees a train come in and noticing that the Vienna Boys Choir gets to travel all over the world. His father, however, who is a working class train driver or conductor, wants his son to follow in his footsteps and is against all the artsy stuff of singing because he feels that his son will be wasting his time and there's not a long-term career in being a member of the Vienna Boys Choir. Despite his objections and his mother's pushing, Tony manages to land an audition for the Vienna Boys Choir and is successful. And he meets Peter, who is the senior choirister and the most experienced soloist within the Vienna Boys Choir. And everyone kind of looks up to him. However, when Peter finds out that Tony has a wonderful voice, he feels threatened by this, and Peter does everything he can to ruin Tony's performances. But when Peter's voice breaks due to puberty, things change dramatically. So I'll leave it there in case you guys want to watch the movie and find out. So Almost Angels, like I said, was a double feature with Lady and the Tramp. And it was eventually after that, it was broken up into two parts to be part of the TV Disney anthology series. And then the film was released on DVD as an exclusive with the Disney Movie Club. So it never was had a full-on release, but it was kind of like one of those bonus features of joining the Disney Movie Club. So kind of the thoughts on this. It's a nice family film. This was actually released 2 years before Sound of Music. I'm not saying that the two are similar, don't get me wrong. It's about choirs and singing and kind of that Austrian life perspective. So it's interesting to kind of see what and the funny thing is it's two different studios that did it, like Walt Disney did this one and 20th Century Fox did Sound of Music. So it's interesting with that perspective, kind of like this was the predecessor to the more successful Sound of Music. This movie can be hard to watch. It's clearly dubbed because most of the actors, I'm sure, did not speak English. So it's dubbed with English voiceover. And the filming style's a little bit choppy. I don't know if why that is. I tried to figure out why, but I could not find any answers. But it's it's a little eye-catching in terms of the filming style. But it is an interesting movie, especially you get to see a behind the scenes of how the Vienna Boys Choir works. And this movie did lead to an uprising in young boys joining choirs all over the world. So if anything, it kind of led to future boys choir members. So always kind of interesting. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this one. Again, there's not a lot to talk about. I do recommend you check it out, especially it's kind of an interesting perspective of Disney history of kind of the films that were predecessor. Because this also, remember, this came out in 1962. So this was before Mary Poppins as well, which was kind of the crowning achievement of Walt Disney. So kind of, I think he took little tidbits from everywhere and kind of led up to what Mary Poppins would become. So yeah, definitely recommend you check this out. So today's bonus story is about the Germany Pavilion. And I'm going to give you a little bit of background about what the initial concept was for the Germany Pavilion and then what it is today. So the Germany Pavilion opened on World Showcase. It was an opening day pavilion on October 1st, 1982. And it's located between the China Pavilion and Italy. It was originally designed to have a boat ride, which was be a Rhine River attraction. And when the pavilion was being designed, Germany was split up into two countries in West and East Germany. And the pavilion focused on the German traditions and folklore of both countries. It didn't pick one or the other, which was good because then they kind of merged into one country later on. The ride was described in 1976 as in a 1976 annual report as a cruise around Germany's most famous rivers, the Rhine, Ruhr, and Isar. And along the ride, guests would see detailed miniatures of famous landmarks such as the Cologne Cathedral and other German landmarks. Another idea that was floated around was that they were going to do the Matterhorn bobsleds like that are in Disneyland and kind of do a second attraction in Walt Disney World. This never got past planning stages, and neither of these rides came to see the light of day. Although Disney did announce, like when Epcot first opened, that part of the future expansion was going to be the Rhine River attraction. As of this recording in September of 2020, we still have not seen a Rhine River attraction. And to give you kind of an idea of where this is, if you look at the beer garden restaurant where the restaurant is, that would have been the loading area for the attraction. So the pavilion is designed to look like a German town with architecture from different eras and different regions within Germany. The Platz, or the town square, has a statue of St. George and the Dragon, which was inspired by a statue in the Bavarian town of Rottenburg du la Talvates, as well as it has a clock tower in the town square as well. The pavilion has small shops that's selling German souvenirs such as dolls and cuckoo clocks. I believe they incorporated some of the Disney characters as well. You see Mickey in his German outfit as well. The pavilion also has been part of former Disney attractions, the Kim Possible World Showcase Adventure, along with Agent P's World Showcase Adventure. And it also will be included in the DuckTales World Showcase Adventure, which is set to debut anytime now. The pavilion also features the Romantic Road Miniature Train Model Village, which is a small outdoor model garden railway. It features a miniature train set as well as miniature buildings, kind of influenced by Walt's love of trains. It was created for the Flower and Garden Festival, but this proved to be so popular that it was kept as a permanent part of the Germany Pavilion. And then from time to time, the pavilion also acts as a meet and greet location for Snow White, who is based on her heritage of being located in Germany as part of the original tale. So the pavilion's main attraction is the Beer Garden Restaurant, which is a buffet-themed restaurant with an Oktoberfest theme. The interior of the restaurant has a typical Bavarian village look with the flags of every German state located in the restaurant, as well as a running water mill within the restaurant as well. So the tables in the restaurant are long communal benches, and they have a band playing German folk music in there. When I was working at Walt Disney World as part of the Canada Pavilion, we would often send, because our restaurant was full all the time, we would often send large groups to the Germany beer garden because they have nice long tables that they can fit everyone at one table. So it's great for big groups. I think you can fit probably like 10 people per table. So if you have a nice group of like 24 or 30, you can all kind of sit together. It's also good for small groups if you're feeling adventurous as well. If you want to meet some new friends, because I remember I dined there with a friend and you don't get like one big table to yourself for two people. They actually sit you with other parties. So it's a great way to meet new people in Disney World. So if you're ever there, check it out. So that's kind of it for the Germany Pavilion and Almost Angels. Kind of a short video this week, but lots of information packed in there. So our next case file will be case file number 0204, which will be the documentary America's Heart and Soul. And along with a bonus video, we will be doing the long gone attraction of Disneyland called America Sings. So I hope you guys are having a great week, and I will catch you on the next video. All right, bye. Sorry guys, I forgot actually about this week's artifact. And so since we were talking about the Germany Pavilion at Epcot, I thought I'd share this lithograph for Epcot. So this was part of the Year of a Million Dreams giveaway sweepstakes. And this was actually part of a lithograph that you could get with the 4 parks. So I like this one with Spaceship Mickey, and it shows Spaceship Earth, Test Track, and then World Showcase is up there as well. So I just thought I'd share this Disney artifact, and yeah, we look forward to seeing you guys on the next video. All right.